Good morning. I want to talk about AI for a little bit. I want to talk about the present of AI. I want to talk about the future of AI. I want to talk about what you should do about AI. So, this happened organically yesterday. I like Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's is a specialty grocery store. Trader Joe's is a specialty grocery store. Um, this isn't a Trader Joe's video. It's not sponsored or promoted, so I won't go on and on about them. You can read about them. They're unique. There's something special about Trader Joe's. I wanted to invest in them. I don't have much money, but you can get started with just one share, even a fraction of a share with some brokerages. So I wanted to start owning some Trader Joe's instead of just shopping there. So I asked Google, can I buy stock in Trader Joe's? And I got an answer, and this was just yesterday. So I apologized. My screen was really dusty, and I took a picture with my phone instead of screenshotting. So I apologize, the screen's kind of dirty. But there's the question and the full answer from the AI from yesterday. But I've got it zoomed in so we can see it better with just the answer part that I'll be focusing on. So what's dangerous about AI, if you ask me, is it doesn't actually understand anything. It's just regurgitating patterns. There's no comprehension. So that's good and bad. It's good that AI doesn't understand, but it's dangerous if you think AI understands. Like, I think it's important in life to know the truth about things. That you can navigate the world better if you know how things really are. Just my opinion, I guess. Apply some critical thinking to your life. Critical thinking isn't just for the lab. It's helpful in life too. So let's go through this. This is a really good example that shows that AI is just hoovering up a bunch of words and spitting them back out in a pattern. And it's right often, but it's not always right, but it never understands. That's the important thing. It never actually understands. So anyway, I'll get to some of the more what that means, but let's go through this answer and spot the truths and the falses. So the first thing, no, you cannot buy stock in Trader Joe's because it is a privately held company and does not have plans to go public. True. Good job, AI. Let's get a wide pencil. Took me a little bit there. That is true. I'll make it green. Okay. AI's right. Google gave me the right answer. I cannot buy stock in Trader Joe's because it is not a publicly traded company. It's privately held. Good job, AI. What's this next statement? However, you can gain exposure to Trader Joe's through an ETF, exchange traded fund. If you don't know what ETFs are, that's for another video. Go educate yourself elsewhere. Go to more than one source. Don't just trust a single Google AI overview because it could be wrong. It's hard to gain knowledge because there's a lot of false knowledge out there, and a lot of people spread false information on purpose for their own reasons. All right, we're going to put this one on red because this is not true. I'll explain why. Not true. So an ETF is like a collection of companies. So you can buy a share of an ETF, and then that gives you exposure to like 500 companies. So this one, some retail ETFs provides broad exposure to the retail sector in the U.S. That's actually true. Let's mark this as true too. at least this one. But I didn't ask Google for broad exposure to the retail sector. Remember, I want to buy stock in Trader Joe's. And the AI doesn't understand that I want to buy stock in Trader Joe's. It's just like blah, 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 blah. Here's some stuff I know that's kind of related to what you said. And you can even see, the AI, the inside, the under the hood of the AI, they say it's hidden. But in this one, I can see what went wrong. Let's swap out just one word, and then this would all be true. If we swap out Trader Joe's for Kroger, then this all becomes true. I mean, you can buy stock in Trader Joe's though, but then this second sentence also becomes true if it had been Kroger instead of Trader Joe's. However, you can gain exposure to Kroger through an ETF. Because if you buy this broad exposure to the retail sector, you're going to get exposure to Target, Walmart, Amazon, and Kroger. But I don't want broad exposure to the retail sector. I feel that Trader Joe's is an exceptional business. And I believe over time, more people will go to Trader Joe's and less people will go to Kroger. It's not that I'm betting that the entire retail sector is going to improve. If I was, then I would be buying this. But if I thought the entire retail sector was going to improve, would I start off asking Google, can I buy stock in Trader Joe's? No. So it doesn't understand. It's just mixing this up. You can gain exposure to a grocery store, a generic grocery store, through a retail sector ETF. That's true. But you can't gain any exposure to Trader Joe's through any ETF. In fact, if Trader Joe's does well, the ETF should relatively do worse. Because the ETF because when you go to Trader Joe's, when I go to Trader Joe's and I start spending $50 a week at Trader Joe's for groceries, I used to spend that $50 a week at Walmart for groceries. Walmart's losing the sale, Trader Joe's gaining the sale. Trader Joe becomes more valuable, Walmart becomes less valuable. My ETF's going to go down when Trader Joe's does well. Let me talk. So, in summary, somehow, I don't really know. I think maybe what's best is to try to accumulate in life some basic set of facts. And you have to stay open-minded and consider that most of them could be faulty. And, you got to do your best with what we've got. But to just blindly follow something that isn't right, just because it's easy and convenient and comfortable, it just seems like an ostrich sticking its head in a hole to avoid a hurricane coming to Florida. I mean, imagine if there was an ostrich and it lived in Florida, and I'm sure it could have found people that would have reassured it that there would be no hurricane, and then the ostrich could just stick its head in the sand and everything would be okay. But everything wouldn't be okay. It's like the truth matters, and it matters to me. I want it to matter to you. I feel like the world's better when a conversation is two people walking hand in hand towards the truth. Yeah. However, you can gain exposure to Trader Joe's through ETFs, but you can't. I understand. It's what it means is, however, you can gain exposure to, it looks at all this, has this big pile of data, and in this big pile of data, there were probably lots of articles written like, if you can't afford to buy Kroger, That's okay. You can still gain exposure to Kroger if you buy an ETF. Or do you want Walmart, but a share of Walmart costs too much? That's okay. You can gain exposure to Walmart through an ETF. Or do you want to own groceries and you thought you wanted to own Trader Joe's, but Trader Joe's isn't available, but you could gain a broad exposure to the retail sector through an ETF? Those aren't the same thing. You can gain exposure to Trader Joe's and you can gain exposure to the retail sector are actually two different things. But, I mean, sometimes they're similar. They are definitely related. That's why this appears here. The AI is regurgitating related terms in an order that satisfies the viewers most often. That's all it's doing. It's just puking out stuff that it ate earlier, and it pukes it out over and over and over again, and until its puke is satisfying. Not until its puke's correct, until its puke's satisfying. So, are you satisfied with this unfactual information that Google, the guardian of truth, the fighter of misinformation, are you satisfied with this information? Well, do something about it then. I don't know what to do about it. I'm making this video. Go truth. Go truth. Come with me. Take my hand. Let's go on a walk together towards the truth. Yeah. All right. Well, till next time. Peace.